Welcome to tutorialsinhand.com. In this video tutorial, we will see what is the default value provided to int variable. So default value is something where you do not assign any value to the variable that you have declared. For example, if you see the variable number that is created in this default demo int class, this number, we have not assigned it any value, right? And then we are printing the value of that variable number over here in this method, but it does not have any value assigned to it. Neither we have any constructor or getter and setter method which sets the value for this method. So in that case, if we print this, what will be the default value? These are the questions that generally comes in multiple choice questions in your exams, but in a more practical approach, we will face these situations whenever we will be coding in the real world problem, where you will be expecting some other values for the integer variable, but you will see the result as 0, and that is what is assigned as a default value to any integer variable. If there is no value assigned to any integer variable, you will get a default value assigned by the compiler, which will be 0. So let's see whether it is 0 or something else. So that would confirm what is the default value of the integer variable. So in this case, we see that this method, which is printing the value of this number, is a static method. So static method, as we have already explained in the previous videos, can be directly called by taking the class name and invoking dot operator, and you see print value method, which is this one, is being highlighted over here, which we can select. Now we are going to select this, and now this is going to call that method. If you press Ctrl and click on it, you will see you are taken to this place and this method is getting called, but in whole process this number is not assigned any value. And if we run this, let's see what output we get, and you see we are getting value is 0. So this proves that the default value of any integer variable is 0. For now we see that it is static, so whether you apply static to this integer or you don't apply static to integer, the default value will remain 0. For example, if we remove this static, and now if we remove this static, then this method should also not be static, because we have already explained that you cannot access non-static method or variable from a static method. So this is a static method, but the variable is non-static, so you cannot access it, and that is why you are getting this error, right? So I expect that you are now aware of these things, because we have already explained these things earlier. So now we see that this is also non-static and this method is also non-static. So now we cannot call it like this. Rather, this time we have to create the object of this default demo int class. So let's create an object as we usually do. Invoke new and call constructor, and at the same time now you will use the reference demo that you have created to call this print value method. Now call this print value, and this time if you press Ctrl and click on it, you will see that print value is getting called. So this is the difference between calling the static and a non-static method at the same time. So this time the variable is non-static, but the value that is default value will remain 0. Let's check this out. Let's run it again and see the value is 0. So whether an integer variable is static or non-static, the default value that would be assigned to any integer variable will remain 0 whatsoever is the condition. So hope you have enjoyed this video tutorial. Please like and subscribe our channel to help us motivate. Thank you.